All right, we're going to go ahead and get this party started. So, today is a masterclass about you increasing your sales in 30 days with my uncomplicated method, and it's known as the S.E.L.L method. I cannot wait to share this method with you because this is usually stuff that's reserved for my high level clients, but this year I've been opening up the curtains, and actually I've created a program uh, that's not for just high level clients anymore. That's going to help you, get the results that you want. Now, I'm pretty sure you already know this. I'm going to go ahead and run this down. The only way to make a bigger impact and to meet or exceed your income goals in your coaching, consulting, or healing business is to consistently grow your audience, build your email list, and sell your offers. Like most people give up after promoting their offers for the first time because they didn't get the results that they hoped for. So if that's you, please listen up. Even if you tried to sell your offer more than once, it doesn't mean that you're terrible at what you do. Doesn't mean that you're not meant for bigger things. It's just that you most likely don't have a system in place. And I'm all about you having a system in place to consistently attract dream clients and customers and to generate consistent cash flow all year long, not just when you're desperate to make money. Because once you consistently attract clients and make cash flow, the money problem, the money worries essentially aren't there anymore. And that's where I help my clients get to in their businesses. So here's the thing that I always mention when it comes to selling your offers is do not get attached to the income. You are not your offer. If you do not end up selling something, it doesn't mean it has no reflection on who you are as a person. It just means that you most likely need more awareness around how to sell better and create sales campaigns, and also have systems in place to make sure that you're attracting the right people, nurturing those people, and then enrolling people into your offers or program, whatever you have going on, whatever you're selling, right? So every time you promote your offer, here's the thing, you get better at the process, especially with the method that I'm going to be sharing with you today. And this is actually the fourth component of my Attract, Engage, and Profit framework, which I've been sharing with you. If you've been paying attention to the master classes, I did a visibility master class on Friday. And then on Monday, I did an email marketing or email list building masterclass. And they're all connected. These are all components of my Attract, Engage, and Profit framework, because usually my client, the people that come to me that end up being my clients, and they have big gaps in their business model and they don't realize it because they don't have awareness that they need a foundation set up for their business in order for them to get the results that they want. So if you're making less than 2,000 a month in your business and it's not consistent, or it is consistent, but you just can't get past that ceiling of past $2,000 a month, then this masterclass is specifically for you. So the question is, how do you get better at the process of promoting your offer? Uh, that's what we're covering today, because I want you to get good at this. And look, see, I'm not a great salesperson, but my Attract, Engage, and Profit system that I developed, it helps me organically and authentically build a relationship with my dream client and customer way before I even get to my offer, way before I even mention my offer. And this is basically what I'm sharing with the people that are enrolling in the Attract, Engage, and Profit incubator, is that I'm helping them create a process that makes the selling part pretty darn easy. I'm a marketing strategist, so I specialize in marketing, and what marketing is about the content that you create to magnetize your dream clients and customers to you, and build that relationship and trust with them before you even promote your offer. Usually they're just about sold by the time you even mention your offer. So you must take action by implementing a rinse and repeat sales campaign. And I already mentioned what that's called. It's the S.E.L.L method, and I will let you know what that acronym. It's an acronym, S.E.L.L method, and I'll go break down what that means. So time and time again, I see so many people struggling to enroll people into their offers, right? And it's because they have no real strategy to bring in the right people who are eager to purchase whatever they have to offer. So there's actually 5 things that are necessary to get the results that you desire, and it's the 5 foundational pillars. Now, some of you may be familiar with the 5 foundational pillars, but for those of you who are not familiar with it, I'm going to go over it quickly. But you pay special attention to this, because when I go over these 5 foundational pillars, it's going to literally illuminate the gaps in your business model, and you'll be able to see like what piece you're missing in your business that's most likely contributing to you not getting the results. So, like I said, far too many coaches, consultants, and healers and service providers do not have a reliable system that attracts their dream clients and customers because they haven't set their business up for long-term success. Now, I was guilty of doing this during the first 5 years of my business, because I was really in a state of desperation, especially during the first year, because I needed money so my family and I would not be homeless. So I really was only thinking about making money in the now. I really wasn't thinking about like my business 6 months from now, or 6 months from then, or 12 months from then, because I didn't even want to build a business in the first place. That was never my dream. You know, I got in a position to where I was on bed rest and I could not work a traditional job, and I needed to figure out a way to make money. And this is like how I got on to this entrepreneurial path. Now it's 10 years later, and I absolutely love what I do, and I can't imagine working a traditional 9 to 5. Um, and my life is totally different than I ever thought it would be. And it's because I've learned some specific skill sets, business building skill sets that I've learned over the years and apply. And basically, no matter what I'm selling, I can sell it. I can make money. So basically, once you know the 5 foundational pillars, and you master these 5 foundational pillars, guess what happens? You have your ticket to freedom. You have your ticket to freedom. And every successful business has these, well, most of them do. But the heart-centered businesses that I go through, but you'll see what I'm talking about in a moment with the 5 foundational pillars. Usually of all 5 of these foundational pillars are definitely a part of the successful businesses that you see, whether they're the big corporations that we see today, or the entrepreneurs that are making a lot of money in your niche that you're familiar with. So, like I said, I've done this before. So, with all the information, what I mean by done this before is not having a business set up for the long term. And this is the common theme that I see with most of the people that come to me needing help with their business. So you're most likely one of them, especially if you're on this class, in this class. Excuse me, I cannot talk straight today. I've been talking all day long, and now my tongue's trying to give out on me right now. So you're most likely someone who does not have your business set up for long-term success. And here's what I say: what you don't know, you don't know, because with all the information available at your fingertips, it can be confusing and overwhelming to know what to focus on and what to ignore. And this happened to me. I am a bookworm. I love to learn. I'm a self-learner, and I absorbed marketing, sales, business building like a sponge. But there was too much information, and it was easy to get confused about what to focus on and what not to. And this is how my attract, engage, and profit framework came to be, just based off of all the information that I've learned over the years. And I developed my framework in 2013. I really didn't know I was developing it at the time, but yeah, that's when it was literally conceived. It was back in 2013. So with all the information that's available online, it can lead to complication. It can lead to you complicating what you're doing in your business. And this is also common, that you're doing far too many things, or you're doing things in the wrong order, or you're you get paralyzed because you don't even know where to start, right? So here's the good news. It doesn't have to be complicated to consistently make an impact, attract clients, and generate consistent cash flow. This is something that you can absolutely do. Whatever you desire for your business and your life, you can absolutely have it. It does not have to be hard at all. You just have to make sure that you're surrounded by the right support, you invest in the right guidance, so you can, have awareness around how to build a successful business. I'm going to let you know right now, if you're here to just try to make a quick buck, if you're just here just in it for the money, this is not the masterclass for you, because the only type of people that this content is for women that are visionaries. These are women that are building 6, 7, 8-figure businesses. These are women that I work with. They want to build empires. Now, they might not be at that point at this present time. However, that's their vision. They want to make a big impact in people's lives and transform lives with the gifts that they have. So before I introduce you to, well, I guess I don't have to introduce you to the attract, engage, and profit framework. I'll get to that later. It's important for you to understand the 5 foundational pillars. So pay special attention to this, please, because this is going to help you know exactly what's missing in your business model that's contributing to you not getting the results that you want. Now, of course, this is a general overview of the 5 foundational pillars. I dig deeper into them with my attract, engage, and profit framework, which is a part of the incubator program that is actually open for enrollment right now. So the 5 foundational pillars for consistent impact, clients, and cash flow. The first one is mindset. You have to reframe your thoughts, beliefs, and actions to design an incredible life. So the version of yourself today is going to be completely different than the version of yourself who's making 6 and 7 figures, who's making an impact in people's lives, who's in that role of leadership, who is living an incredible life, doing what she loves. Whatever that vision for your life that you have, you may not be living it at this present moment, but that is something that you want. In order for that to happen, you literally need to reframe your thoughts and your beliefs. Like, you're going to have to do some inner work, some deep inner work, so you can get rid of these blocks that you have, or at least address the blocks that you have, because mindset work is something that will never, it's like doing the mindset work is similar to you eating food every day and needing water every day. Like, it's food for your mind, right? So it's necessary for your survival when it comes to you designing your incredible life and business. So the second foundational pillar is awareness. Now, this is in my area of expertise from here on out with the 5 foundational pillars. I'm not a mindset expert. Anything that I share with you when it comes to mindset is based off of my experiences and the things that I've learned from working with my mindset coach. So awareness, this is you attracting the right people using aligned content marketing strategies, right? This is what you do on social media, on your blog, on podcast, on video, whatever format your content's on. It is the message that you have in that content is created specifically to attract your dream client and customer and repel the people who are not your dream client and customer. Third part of the 5 foundational pillars is lead generation. So once you get these people's attention on whatever platform, whether it's social media, your blog, video, wherever it's at, right? The next step is to get them off of whatever platform, wherever you got their attention at, and get them into your own database. Now, this is where lead generation comes into place. You must grow an email list of the right people who will most likely invest in your offers. All right. The fourth part of the framework is positioning. This is so important because this is where you showcase your area of expertise, increase your influence, and build trust with the audience that you've built, right? With the audience that you've built from wherever you've been showing up, and then also the audience, your email list is also your audience, right? So what I love about the positioning part of the framework, this allows you to get into your zone of genius. You get to really help your dream client or customer really understand how you can help him or her solve her problem. You can help him or her see what's possible for them, right? And plus, this allows you to get in your zone of genius and showcase your brilliance. Like what I'm doing right now is a perfect example of positioning, right? I'm providing you with educational content to help you get a better understanding of what you need in your business in order to get the results that you want through my attract, engage, and profit framework, right? And the fifth foundational pillar is sales. And this is what we're talking about today, right? Sales. This has to happen in your business. So if you're in business, you need to be making sales every day, right? Sales every day. If you're not making sales every day, make it your goal to be every week. You're not making if you're not making sales every week, then make it a goal to be every month. But I'd rather you be making sales every day if you can, right? But that might be a far off vision for you right now, but it doesn't mean, or it might seem like a far off vision for you right now, but it doesn't mean that that won't change quickly for you if you have the right guidance and you have the right knowledge, and of course you take the right action, right? So these are the 5 foundational pillars. Any successful business, for sure, on the strategy side, awareness, lead generation, positioning, and sales, they got those nailed down. So I want you to ask yourself, which one of those are you missing in your business? So since we're talking about sales, as you can see, sales is not the only thing you should be focusing on, obviously, right? A lot of things happen before the sale happens. A lot happens before the transaction is made, and that's the part that my attract, engage, and profit framework focuses on mainly, right? The sales, it's an important part, but usually the biggest part is what a lot of I see so many people missing, because before anybody can buy from you, they need to trust you, right? They need to know that you understand his or her pain. They need to know that you have something that they haven't tried before that's going to get them the results that they want. Plus, they need to know that they're fully supported, right? So, and they need to know that you know what the heck you're talking about. Okay, so you must have those 5 foundational pillars in place. Mindset is very important to me now. It used to not be important to me, but once I really invested in working on my mindset and really committing to the time, and it's not always fun, because I got to face certain sides of myself. I have to face my ego, and it's not always fun, right? But most people want to, not deal with that and kind of just be in denial and pretend that there aren't any issues with that, like with money, right? A lot of you have horrible money mindset beliefs and blocks that are keeping you from generating the income that you want in your business. And it's like, you got to work on those things. If your money mindset is not healthy, you can forget about making a lot of money in your business. And or if you do make a lot of money in your business, you're going to lose it pretty quickly. You're going to lose it pretty quickly. So I have a client. I shared this on one of my posts the other day in the group, that she brought in $6,000 in 24 hours. Now, for you that's listening or watching, like, how would you feel if you made $6,000 tomorrow, right? 24 hours from now, you made $6,000 tomorrow. How differently would that affect your life? How would you feel about that? I'm pretty sure you'd feel pretty damn excited. I know I would. right? And just to let you know that this is possible for you. This is a reality for you because my client, there's nothing out of the ordinary about her, right? You have access to the same resources as she does. The only thing that's different between you and her is that she has her own vision for what her life and business looks like, and you have yours, right? Those are the only two differences. But when it comes to applying the Attract, Engage, and Profit framework, that's pretty much so the same. But what's beautiful about my framework is that it's not cookie cutter. I'm not going to be fitting you in, like with the S.E.L.L method that we're going to go over. I'm not fitting you into a box. I'm not, no, I want you to infuse your personality, your vision, the uniqueness that you are as a human being. That needs to be infused into everything that you do in your business, from the content that you create to your website, how you show up online, to even how you sell, right? That is something that that needs to that you need to do to stand out, right? To stand out, and you need to know what your strengths are and where you're not so strong. So that $6,000 that she made, it wasn't luck, and it wasn't because she won the lottery. It was the result of a follow-up process that I coached her on implementing, and not just a follow-up process, but also a sales process, right? So if you don't have a solid plan to consistently attract people who are a perfect fit for your offers, warm those people up, and actively enroll them, like you ask for the sale, into your offer, then you're winging it. So are you winging it right now? Have you been winging it? If you have, don't feel bad about it, right? I know I felt bad when I realized that I had to be real with myself, that I was winging it in my business, and that I needed to make a decision, that I was going to make a change, because I refused to live a life of poverty. Not just me, but my kids, right? So I want to create generational wealth for my family. I am creating generational wealth for my family. But not only that, I know that I have a gift that can help others, and I don't want to keep that to myself. So when I got real with myself, I realized that I needed to step up and be a different person. So if you're winging it, you can change that today, right? You don't have to continue doing what you're doing. Now, I'm not saying that what you're going to learn, like what I'm going to share with you today, is absolutely, like, your brain's going to absolutely get it, right? But it's the doing part that most people mess up, right? Because they get into an area of stuckness, and they don't reach out for help. They want to try to figure things out on their own. And the reason why I know this is because I did it, right? Usually my clients that come to me, usually we've done the same things. All right, so I really understand this. So don't wing it anymore. In order to enroll the right people into your offers like clockwork, 365 days of the year, then everything you do needs to be done with intention. Please stop throwing things out on social media without there being an intention behind it, right? Do not do that. That's a waste of your energy and time. Like I said, this is where many coaches, consultants, and healers fall short. So I've created a rinse and repeat sales campaign. It's called the S.E.L.L method, to enroll the right people into my high level offers. Like, I have a $10,000 coaching program. I'm soon to have a $15,000. I have a $5,000, and my low end, which is usually my group programs, they range anywhere from $697 all the way up to $2,400, right? So no matter the price point of your offer, this S.E.L.L method will work. It's predictable. It's exciting because you get to use your own creativity. You don't have to operate in a place of worrying if you're doing things right or wrong. You are going to be using your genius, right? I mean, some people don't realize how brilliant they are. And I love the people that I work with because they're able to really unleash that brilliance in do things in their business in a way that's fun instead of stressing out if they're following following a certain strategy to the T. I'm sorry, ladies, even if you followed my strategy to the T, but your mindset is in a state of lack and scarcity, it's not going to work for you. And this is why I only don't talk about strategy, I talk about mindset. Okay, so the S.E.L.L method will work for you to help you meet and exceed your income goals. Okay, so that means more sales, more impact, more freedom, and it also takes the guesswork out of what your dream client needs to know to invest in your offer, right? So it's rinse and repeat. Okay, so I'm not going to go there yet. So let's go over to the S.E.L.L method. So what is the S.E.L.L method? Let me go all the way up here. So it is my step-by-step process to run a sales campaign that creates cash flow and won't take weeks to put together. Some of you are taking way too long to start selling to your audience. The longer you wait to sell, the longer not only is it going to take you to make the money, but people are going to be looking for other solutions out there. So it's very important for as a business owner to make sure exactly what you're going to be selling and when you're going to be selling. My clients, it is mandatory for them to know what they're selling for in a 90-day period, right? And my high level clients, it's mandatory for them to know what they're going to be selling throughout the entire year, even though they have moments where they want to sell even more outside of what they planned for their year. And I'm totally for that. But this is how you have to think about your business, right? You have to project how much money you're going to be making every quarter. I like to work in quarters because that's easier for my brain to wrap it's easy for me to wrap my head around like that time frame, a quarter, just because my brain is kind of crazy. My brain's kind of crazy. I don't know. It's hard for me to know what day it is or what date it is. If I don't have a calendar in front of me, I have no idea like what day it is or date. So quarters seem to work pretty well for my clients too, because especially if they have not been implementing the S.E.L.L method before, it's something new, so it stretches your comfort zone because you're doing things outside of how you usually been doing them, which is totally normal. And I let them know it's going to feel funky at first, but once you get it down, your body and your mind are going to adjust, and then that's when the breakthroughs happen. So the S in S.E.L.L is seeding. It means seeding. So step one is seeding content that's relevant to your offer. Now, you can implement this first step 3 to 7 days before starting your sale or your enrollment period. Me, since I'm more advanced, if this is something you've never done before, usually my sale campaign or step one, I might do this a little bit longer. I might do it for like 2 weeks. All right. And basically this is you just sharing valuable content that's relevant to your offer. Now, if you're wondering like what type of valuable content, I am doing the fourth part of this masterclass series, and it's about content, right? So stay tuned for that if you're not too sure what type of content you should create, especially if content creation is not your strength right now. You will definitely love the next training that I have for you. Step two is exclusivity or exclusive. Remember, it's S-E.L.L, right? So E stands for exclusive. So step two is like exclusive notification to get early access to the sale or the enrollment period. So this could be implemented 1 to 3 days, right? Before starting your sales campaign. And this is basically you announcing the sale or the enrollment period, and then inviting your audience to sign up for a VIP wait list. So for example, for those of you who are in my audience, because I'm basically sharing with you in this class everything that I'm doing, like you can see me doing. So I'm walking my talk, right? I'm talking the walk. For my incubator, that's open for early enrollment right now. Last week, in the week before, I've been doing trainings, I've been putting content out there, letting everybody know that I have a program coming up and to get on my wait list, right? So that's me operating in step 2 of the S.E.L.L method. So if you ever see me, you know, I have a link to a wait list, that means that I'm using my S.E.L.L method, right? I'm in step 2 of my S.E.L.L method. And what this does, just to let you know, what this does is let you know who's absolutely interested in your offer before you even open doors for your program. The people that get on that wait list, they're basically raising their hand and letting you know that they are absolutely interested in learning more about your program. And that's a good place because that's validating that people want what you have to offer. Have you ever put, let me ask you a question. Have you ever put an offer out there to sell and nobody buys it? It's like a ghost town. Yes, right? How about those of you who have created like a course, you spent weeks creating a course or a program, all the content and everything, and you put it out there to the world and nobody buys? I've done this before and it feels terrible. I felt like a failure when I did that, but until I learned how to not get attached to the outcome, I would feel like a failure, right? But that's not true. It's just that I did not warm up my audience. I did not build buzz about my program way before I even let people know that doors were open for my program. So step 1 is really warming people up and also getting the attention of new people that aren't in your existing audience through the valuable content that you share. So you're not even saying, in step 1, you're not even saying anything about your offer, right? Whatever it is, you're just providing valuable content that's relevant to your offer to create awareness, right? This is part of my framework, Attract, Engage, and Profit framework, to create awareness. So you can start magnetizing your dream clients and customers to you through the content that you create. Because anybody that resonates with that content in step 1, they're most likely a good fit for your offer, right? So step 2 is trying to get those people onto a waiting list to see, like, to validate that, yeah, there's some people that definitely are interested in my offer, right? But just because you're interested, hold up, just because they're interested doesn't mean that they're going to buy. Just because they're on the wait list does not mean they're going to buy. You might have to have conversations with these people. You might have to answer more questions, right? Or maybe they don't even qualify for your program. But them getting on your wait list is a good thing because that lets you know people are interested. There's no guessing there, right? Because you got people into your funnel on your email list. All right, step 3, the L in the S.E.L.L, in the word S.E.L.L, is limit time period for people to access your offer for, you know, a short period of time, like 3 to 5 days. This says 3 to 5 days. It could be longer than that. Like, you need to play with the numbers. Like me, when I use the S.E.L.L method, it just really depends on my offer, how long I'm going to be doing each part of each step, I should say, how long I'm going to do each step. It really depends. If it's a low level offer, then I'm not going to need more time. Usually when it's a five-figure dollar, oh my gosh, a five-figure offer, like something that's 15K, I need a little bit more time, right? That's a bigger investment. So I need a little bit more time to go through the S.E.L.L method, right? To warm up my audience. So this is like you basically limiting an access period. So this is like me saying, okay, doors are open for the Attract, Engage, and Profit Incubator. We start on the 9th, right? We start on the 9th. We literally do start on the 9th. Or early bird enrollment is open for the next 72 hours, right? Go ahead and either DM me if you're interested or apply. Usually I have people apply, right? Anybody that gets into my, usually, well, with my incubator, they have to apply. With my, of course, with my one-on-ones, they have to apply. So here's the thing. People like to get a good deal. I mean, we're people. We like to get a good deal. But if so, the people that are interested in getting in during the early bird, you've just made money. Cha-ching, right? So you need to limit the time period for people to access your audience. This is how people make the decision to go in or not, right? To invest or not. So you want to make sure you do that. And then the fourth part of the S.E.L.L method, L stands for lengthen, and this is optional, totally optional. And this is for you, for the people that were definitely interested. You're going to lengthen access to the sale or your enrollment people to people who forgot. Like people forget, people are busy, right? As long as there's enough buzz and there's a good response from your sales campaign, I would say yes, go ahead and do this fourth step. But if not, then I would say don't worry about it. You're just going to have to go back to the drawing board and do these steps over again for your offer, for your next sell, right? And usually that's about a 24-hour, it can be 24 to 48 hours, right? So that's for the people that are procrastinators, because I know I'm a procrastinator when it comes to me investing in stuff, or I forget. So it's always good to remind your audience. People forget, ladies. Like, this is the thing about marketing. We have to consistently put our message in front of our audience multiple times, because everyone's busy and it's so easy for people to miss your messages, whether that's on your email list or on social media, right? Or even if you have a straight up conversation with them on the phone, they could forget, right? So this is a way for you to lengthen the time to not only make more money, but to help more people if that's what you want to do. So I have a cheat sheet for the S.E.L.L method. So I'm gonna. So that was what S.E.L.L stands for. So we got seed, exclusivity. I can't exclusive. I'm just gonna say exclusive, right? Limit and lengthen, right? And that stands for S.E.L.L. So again, step one is seed content that's relevant to your offer. So you're going to share valuable content relevant to your offer to your audience and email list to create a little buzz. When you create a little buzz and awareness, you're warming up your audience to buy, right? Just don't come out the gate. Don't just show up tomorrow and say, hey, this is for sale. Warm them up. Even if it's one day before, just say, hey, I got something exciting going on tomorrow. Stay tuned, because I'm going to be offering something that's going to help healers package up an offer or something like that. You get what I'm saying, right? So step two, again, is exclusive wait list, VIP list. I love doing this because it lets me know for sure that I definitely got some people that are interested in my offer before I even make it available, right? This is how I'm usually able to fill up all of my spots in my programs early on, like maybe 2 days after the door opens, right? If you're wondering how people sell out quickly, like I know you see other people in your industry selling their spots like hotcakes. It's because they do something similar to what I'm sharing with you today, right? So step two is inviting people to get on your VIP list. And these are usually, like I said, these are your hottest leads for your sale or enrollment period. And I want you to treat these people special by either giving them an exclusive offer, like me, like with the people that get on my wait list, usually I like to do a strategy session with them. I like to have a conversation with them just to make sure that they're a good fit, and that they're a good fit and I'm a good fit for them, right? Like it needs to be a mutual thing, because I only want people in my programs that are going to do the work, right? And if somebody is not ready, if I don't think that they're ready, I'm not going to take their money. I will recommend them to do something else, or I will just tell them straight up, I can't help you, all right? So you can do something special. I'm not saying you have to do a call, but maybe you can offer you know, maybe a special audio, special video, something special that the people that enroll after you've opened doors, they're not going to get, right? Step 3 is limit the sale or your enrollment period. So again, people will not buy what you have to offer unless you give them a good reason to. So when you limit the time frame of your sale or enrollment period, people take action. This is just true, tried and proven. Tried and proven. This is, you know, psychology here. People will take action. And then step 4, optional, lengthen your sale or enrollment period. So this should be used wisely. Like I said, if you have had a good response from your sale or your enrollment period until the very end, then go ahead and extend it for 12 to 24 hours, because there's most likely going to be people in your audience who intended to buy but forgot, because people forget. I mean, I just shared with you that I don't know what day it is half the time, or what date, right? So I need to have people remind me of stuff. I need tools to remind me of stuff. So just keep that in mind. Okay. So that is the S.E.L.L method. And this is something that, and if you want, the cheat sheet to look over, I'll be more than happy to give it to you. Just need to contact me and let me know. What I wanted to show you right here is my calendar. So my clients, I have them make out a calendar, and this is something that we're actually covering in my accelerator, my 90-day profit plan accelerator, where we actually create calendars where we know exactly when we're going to be creating awareness for the creating awareness to attract the right people who are a good fit for our offer, when we're going to be focusing on lead generation, when we're going to be focusing on positioning, and when we're going to be focusing on sales. So right now you see my calendar. This is a real calendar, right? I'm giving you behind the scenes of what my calendar looks like for this month of March. So for this month of March, oh, actually, that's the wrong calendar. That's my speaker application for my online event. There we go. All right. Like, I have more than one calendar. Look at this. If I clicked on all of these, you can see what I got to do in any given day. This is my calendar. It's very colorful, don't you think? But what I want to show you here, let me unclick these. Right here. Okay. So right here, and if you can't see this that well, what I can do, I might give y'all a copy of my calendar if you'd like it. You just need to let me know. What you see in green is when I'm focusing on actively selling. So all of this entire week, every single day for this entire week, even my days off, I'm selling, right? I'm actively selling. If you're wondering like how I sell on my days off, well, my days off is when I don't have like client calls. I'm really not supposed to be working at all today, but I'm in the middle of a launch. But usually I will automate these things. So I can't automate the live stream because I'm doing this right now. However, my content that goes out on social media to my list, that's scheduled, that goes out. Okay, so anything in green, this is me in action with selling my offer, my incubator, right? So, and then I have another one coming up on the 25th, 26th, 27th, 28th, 29th, and 30th. So for those of you who are not making consistent income in your business, you need to ask yourself if you're actively selling enough, right? Usually I actively sell at least 2 weeks out of every month. 2 weeks out of every month. And what I mean by actively selling is you asking for the sell, you running a sales campaign, you getting on the phone with people, you letting people know that, you know, that you have something for sale, right? I know this is something that I missed I missed early on. I wasn't asking for the sale because I did not have confidence when it came to me selling. And I'm still not a great salesperson, right? I'm still not a good salesperson, but what I am good at, I love educating people. I love teaching people, and that usually is what helps me sell my programs easy. And this is essentially what I teach you in the incubator, how to be a teacher, right? And not a sleazy salesperson, because I know some of you have beliefs when it comes to selling. Well, when you work with me, we tweak your mindset to go from not thinking of it as selling, but think of it as serving. And to also know that there are so many people out there that will be more than happy to invest in what you have to offer. You have a solution to people's problems. You have a solution to people's problem. People pay money for that stuff, right? People pay money for that. So there you have it. So that is the S.E.L.L method, and this is something that we go over in detail in the incubator, and I do help you create your sales campaign strategy. Like, you will know exactly, like, we start on the 9th, I believe, and I think I'm going to extend enrollment until the 11th, but what I teach you, so you know every single month what you're going to be selling and when you're going to be selling. So you're going to know, like, for the second quarter and the rest of March, what you're going to be focusing on. So this is about you setting up your system, right? Um, let me go over this just in case you didn't know about the incubator. So in the incubator, the Attracting Engine Profit Incubator, I personally walk you through the how-tos of attracting your dream clients and making consistent income all year long. And it's because I'm helping you set up the foundational structure of your business, because you most likely don't have it if you're making less than $2,000 a month in your business and it's not consistent. So there's 4 key areas that I help you with. The first one is refining or redefining or defining your dream client. Will be tweaking your messaging and discovering where exactly your dream clients or customers are, because you're not going to be finding your dream client or customers. They're going to be coming to you through the content that you create. So you're never going to be chasing people. So for those of you that are actually chasing people and having these awkward conversations with people because you're desperate to make some money, that ends in the incubator. Second key area is we're going to set up your lead generation system that builds a database of potential buyers, right? 24/7. So this lead generation system is working for you whether you work or not. It's going to be working for you when you're asleep or eating or doing whatever you are. And you're also going to be learning how I'm going to help you craft messages, email messages, to stay in contact with your list. And also, not only am I going to help you craft messages to build trust with them and to provide value, but also to sell. Third area I'm going to be helping you in with is amplifying your visibility and credibility by leveraging other people's audiences. So I went over this during the visibility masterclass that I help my clients with, not only creating collaboration projects, but also getting featured in new media and traditional media. I think it is so smart. It's the smartest thing to leverage other people's audiences, because if you leverage other people's audiences where your dream client or customer is at, that's an easy way for you to attract your dream clients and customers, right? And then fourth is design a rinse and repeat sales campaign using the S.E.L.L method and a follow-up process that does most of the selling for you. So this is what we're doing in the incubator. And here's the thing, ladies, best of all, you'll market your business and sell in a way that is totally aligned with your mission, vision, and personality. So everything that you do is going to feel good, because when you feel good about the things that you're doing in your business, you most likely commit, you're more excited, and you get amazing results, right? So after going through the incubator, you will be able to confidently attract your dream clients and customers like clockwork in a way that feels good and empowers you. You can identify and eliminate holes in your business model so you don't focus on anything that will waste your time, because time is something that we cannot get back, ladies. So I'm very adamant about you working less so you can spend that time doing stuff that you love, whether that's work, your hobbies, spending time with your family, traveling, because time is something that we can't get back, and it's limited. It's limited. Money's a resource that can be replaced, but our time can't. And I think we forget this, right? I think we forget this. We don't want to think about it, but we only have a specific number of years or days on this earth. So why not spend these days here living a life that frees you from financial burden and time constraints, right? You're also going to know how to create irresistible content that magnetizes the right people to your business and repels the wrong people. And you're also going to consistently meet or exceed your money goals so you can finally have the freedom to design an incredible life and make investments that you're proud of. There's no more feeling guilty about you and investing in whatever or buying the purse or the car, because you now know how to bring in money no matter what, right? Like I said, this program, this incubator program, has the framework sets you up for financial stability, right? Because you have financial freedom, you can create money on demand, right? But it's just not about the money though. You get to make an impact in people's lives, right? And you set your business up for long-term sustainability and profitability. Like I said, I will refuse to work with anyone that's just wanting to make a quick buck or not even looking at this for the long run. Like, I have no plan B. My business is my plan B. I make money from my business, rain or shine. Rain or shine, right? So this isn't a hobby for me. Once you understand and apply what I teach you in the Attract, Engage, and Profit Incubator, the sky's the limit. You have true freedom. And that is a beautiful thing. Like I said, I never thought in a million years that I would be running a successful business, that would be working with incredible high achieving women who are visionaries. I never would have thought this in a million years. I never would have thought that I would be living in one of my dream destinations. I'm able to stay home with my little one. I play by my own rules. I don't have to be in traffic. I don't have to sit at a job that I hate, and I did that for many years. Of course, for those of you who love your career, that's a different story. If you love your career but you still want to build a business, a successful business, then that's great. I'm not downing careers, especially if you're happy there. I'm talking about those of you who are not happy, right? And you want to make more money because you can only make so much at a job or a career. You can only get so high. With your own business, sky's the limit. So if you're interested in learning more about the incubator, we are open for enrollment. The enrollment page is not quite up yet, but you can go ahead and get on the wait list, or you can reach out to me directly. I think there is a button below this video that I will, if you're looking at this on my website, if you're looking at this video on my website, there's a button to apply for a strategy session, and we can have a conversation to make sure that this program's a good fit for you. If not, at least I can answer your questions, and I can also see where you need some help, where your next steps are. All right, so I am out of here. Thank you so much for listening and being patient with me, because this is a long training, but it's packed with goodness. So yeah, that's it. I'll see y'all on Friday.